Peace, yeah. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Hit you right back. I'm on this live. How y'all feeling? Let's do it. Right today, more land investing, right? For those that don't know, my name is Ray. Ray Smith, one half of the Acre Boys. Acre Boys are active land investors, right? These days, we spend most of our time motivating, encouraging, and informing people about this space, about this business, this wonderful world of land investing. That is what we do spend most of our time with these days, right? These same practices that we use, these same strategies, these same techniques that we use. It has allowed us to fire our 9 to 5 job in less than 3 years. The world, the space has been tremendously good for us. More importantly, it's not about what I have attained. It's not about what I have achieved. More importantly, I'm most proud that we've been able to impart some of these practices and some of these lessons and winnings into other people for them to be able to achieve some of those same successes. Coming into that, was that a thing? Did I know that this would work out that way? Absolutely not, right? See, when you're on your mission, and you're just searching to become, because you have to become in order to go higher. And when you're attempting to become, right, you never know what the universe has in store for you. You never know what's around the corner. That's why I always say you have to just go. Don't be afraid to get started, right? Trust the process. Know that when you're living right, when you're not filing anybody and you're doing right, you're smart enough. You've done your homework on the industry that you want to play in, i.e. the land business, right? You're smart enough to know that whatever I put my time, energy, and effort into, if I stay on it, it'll work out. And it indeed will work out, right? So that is the whole recipe. That is all that has worked for us, is that we picked this concept of land buying up and we never put it down. We kept our foot on the gas. Now, the analogy of the gas implying a car, right? Does a car always run at top speed? Absolutely not. Did we always run at top speed? Absolutely not. You start slow, there's ebbs, there's flows. Sometimes things will be faster, sometimes things will be slower, right? You won't hit 500 deals without hitting 50 deals. You won't do 300 deals without doing 3 deals. So get started. That is the most important thing that you can do for yourself. Find an asset class, and preferably if you're on my live, find my asset class, find my community, find my group. Why? Because I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm capable of doing, not what I think I can go by, what my data supports, what I've done. These days, it's not guesswork. The data supports what I've done. I've been running the program for the past 4 years. So it's not what I feel. I just go by the results of what other people bring to the table. Because I can feel like I'm the best instructor or teacher. I can feel that way. But the truth is always in your results. And if our mentees are not seeing results, then that's an indication that you may not be doing something right. Right? And I didn't want to be, for those that may not know, I never planned on running a course or being a course creator or being an instructor or being a teacher. I rarely even use the word student or mentee, because truly I'm showing people how to invest and become an isolated investor, and we're investing with you at the same time. That's why I don't like the word student or mentee. I'm just someone that probably have more experience and time on the clock in this particular space. So that qualifies me to be the instructor. And then from that standpoint, I give out the experience. There's nothing better than you can receive than someone else's experience. That is what mentorship is for. It allows you to skip the line. That is the main objective of opting into someone's mentorship, to skip the line, to borrow their experience. You have two choices. You can borrow someone else's or you can attain your own. It may take you longer attaining your own knowledge and information. If you like to go that route, cool, have at it. Me, myself, I think that it will be a smart idea to borrow someone else's experience in knowledge so you can shorten the learning curve. If I don't have to spend 5 years learning something and I can shorten that to 5 months, why would you not do that? When you go to the airport and you have that long line to check in, the smart ones opted into the Clear program, where you come, you show your Clear badge, and you go straight to the front of the line. And it always amazes me because I just politely go past everybody and I look at them and I say, wow. Maybe you don't travel much. I get it. You don't travel often. So you say, the people that don't travel often, they say things like, well, why would I pay for that? I don't travel enough. Well, stand on the line. That's the, right? Stand on the line. It's like the people that don't invest in things or education often, that's how they think. Well, why would I pay for education when it should be free? Well, stand on the line. It is free. What we teach also could be free. Can you go out? Right? That's the question. Can you go out and get this information on your own? The answer is yes. The question now turns into, do you have everything else that comes along that you need to make decisions? Most people are afraid to invest because there's a fear of doing wrong or getting it wrong. And that is a good fear to have, because if you do get it wrong, now what happens? It leaves a bad taste in your mouth about investing in this asset class. How many times do people try things before giving up? Somebody drop that in the comments. How many times do people try things before giving up on it? The answer will amaze you. Y'all talk to me. Drop it in the comments. How many times does people try things before saying that didn't work? And I tell you, one time. You tried it one time and it didn't work? And then you gave up on it? It's not the right way to be, right? It's not the right way to be. Like, if you identify that a class or an asset class, it works, right? If you identify that, just stay on it until it works for you. I use the word until a lot. What does that mean, Ray? Until. Don't give up until it works. I don't know what your until is going to be. It's probably going to be different from mine. And yours is probably going to be different from another person's. But don't stop until you hit that mark. And then once you hit that mark, set a new until. How you like that one? Does life stop? No. So once we hit that mark, we set a higher mark. Then we go one rung up the ladder. Then over time, you go 3 to 4 rungs up the ladder. Then over time, you keep going. Then you look up. You say, look how high I am. You're so high that you can't go back. So our mentor used to say things like, keep going as far as you can go. And when you get there, you'll see more. And then when you see more, you won't even see the starting point. Then you say, wow, I put in all of that work and I attained all of this knowledge. I am really far. I've learned a lot. I've done a lot. So just go. Have a day one, which will allow you to have a week one. Week one will allow you to have a month one. Month one will turn into year one. Year one will allow you to have year two. One thing that's promised for all of us, the time is going to go by. Just actual fact. It will expire. What are we doing with the time that we have? We all allocated the same 24. So today in the our world of land investing, we had a class that we just got off. See, I'm still working. I had a class that started at 7, right? We taught about the world of tax deed investing tonight. Right? We had some people opt into our program. Congratulations to all those people that opted into the program, because why? I like action takers, because action taking is the only way that you can actually move the needle, by taking action. I can give you the blueprint. I can point you in the right direction. I can write it on your forehead. But if you don't take action on information, it's equivalent to not hearing it. And I always say, well, when you hear good information, and I talk to myself like this as well, when you hear good information and don't do anything with it, then what's the use of, why are you showing up? Or are you just a talker? See, some people just like to talk, because some people are really good talkers. They're a wealth of knowledge, but they don't take action on their knowledge. You ever seen those kind of people? They know a lot, but they don't do a lot. I'm the opposite of that. I want to be the person that do a lot. I don't want to be a jack of all trades. I used to think that, because we grew up and they hit us with those kind of things. They used to be like, oh, don't put your eggs in one basket. Yeah, put your eggs in one basket. Why? Because now you have 4 or 5 baskets and they all pretty much weak, instead of having one strong basket that you're really good in. And that's where you hone in at, on that thing that you're really good in. It's my strong point, right? I'm really good at this land investing thing. I've gotten really good at that. Don't ask me about stocks. It's not my thing. I stay in my lane. Don't ask me about the world of crypto. I know basic general surface things, probably just like you do. But if you ask me about what my world is, what I profess to be good in, which is land investing, then we can have a deep dive into that subject. So I've learned to hyper focus on what you're good at. It's my opinion. So this is me still working. I've been speaking, running my mouth since 7 o'clock. So across all social media platforms, I don't know who was here last night or the night before. I promise that we'll start to rev up on this platform. I promise that we'll do more lives, and you keep seeing me show up, right? And you'll see me tomorrow. You'll see me show up, because you have to hold yourself accountable, right? If you say you're going to do a thing, do a thing. This is me holding myself accountable. Last night, I went on at 10 o'clock. I was tired, but I said this, I'm going to grow this platform. I'm going to show up every day. I'm going to go live every day until what? Until this audience grows, till we have a nice sizable audience over here that believes in us and what we do, until we grow the family, the TikTok family, and until we grab people off this platform to do some land investing with us. That is the plan. So we'll continue to show up. My partner showed up this morning. Now you're dealing with a two-headed monster, and we'll continue to show up. This is how you move the needle. People think there's a secret sauce to these type of things. No, there's no secret. The only secret is show up. You can't go up if you don't show up. Keep showing up until, I promise you, something will happen. We had a interview with a guy that's deep into our space today. He's been land investing before we got involved. And he said to us, wow, across all platforms, we got close to 1 million followers, right? Organic, right? We don't run ads or anything. And he said, how did you grow the audience? I'm telling you how we grew the audience. By showing up 7 days a week. I didn't say 6, 7 days a week. 365, not 364. Year in, year out. Day in, day out. Show up. That is how you move the needle. And sometimes it may appear that the needle is not moving, but you can't see what's happening behind the scenes. So we go despite what we can see. We go despite what we feel. It's something about showing up. It's something about consistency. That's called a compound effect. It's a real thing. Your finances have a compound effect. Put $10, $20 away on a daily basis, 7 days a week. Don't touch it, and see what it looks like after 1 year. But most people, they don't stick around long enough with anything to get good at it. Investing, a hobby, we want immediate results. Microwave. McDonald's, push the button and you want it to pop out immediately. It doesn't work like that. So I'm not the guy that's telling you that, hey, man, I can show you how to land invest and you're going to go 0 to 100 real quick, like the song. Absolutely not. I don't know what your until is going to be. I don't know what your growth pattern or the speed of your growth is going to be. I don't know how you work. I don't know how much work you put in. That's not even my concern or my job these days. My job these days is just to make sure that I show up and we provide the correct information. The rest is on you. And that's what we set out to do. So this is me giving my word again. I'll be back again tomorrow. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Introduce yourself to me. DM me. You got questions for me? DM me. We answer the DMs. Let's get to know each other. Let's make friends virtually. All right? So it's been a long day. It's been a really long day. As I stated, I've been speaking for 2 hours straight. But it's a part of the process. You have to do what you have to do. On that live training class tonight, we showed people how to begin tax deed investing. I'll be saying these same things for the next couple days or weeks because I want to drill this into you about the two things that we hyper focus on. We hyper focus on tax deed investing and something that's called direct to owner. By the time you finish with us on this platform, you should know what both of these things are like because we'll continue to speak about them. Tax deed investing is when an owner owns a property, whether that's a home site or whether a piece of land. They're responsible for paying taxes on that property. When they don't pay their taxes, the county or the state will pull a lien on their property. When they put the lien on it, eventually they'll foreclose on the property. They'll say, dear sir or madam, we're taking back that property, right? County or the state, they're not in the business of owning properties. They're not a real estate company. They don't want to own properties. They want to collect taxes. That's their main objective, is to collect taxes. So they do what they have, or they have what they call a tax sale auction. A tax sale auction is designed to get properties that's on the books off the books. To who? The general public. Who's the general public? Me, you. That's the general public. I don't know why we don't understand that we're not restricted in participating. You just need to know where these auctions are at. You need then to know how to participate in these auctions to see a win. That's it. Dre, I appreciate you sharing the live. Appreciate you. Right? So you just need to know where to participate, what's going on, so you can start to position yourself to create an avenue to win, an avenue that can generate some income for you and your family. In the beginning, this will start off as a side thing until you gain enough experience, till you gain enough financial backing for it to be a main thing, if you like it to be a main thing. That's what I like about the space. This doesn't have to be your main thing, but it's always a great feeling to know at all times I can position myself to tap into a vehicle that I can win and generate income. This is a real thing. This is a real question, right? Can you generate income at any given time? If you can't, that can be a daunting and scary thing. Because if something goes wrong with your 9 to 5, now what? You have to or should be able to go out and say, if all else fails, I can look here, I can look there. That's the name of the game. We're just giving you another asset class and another vehicle that has been known to work. It's been working since the beginning of time. How long have they been having tax sale auctions? Forever. It's not a new practice. If you never heard of it, then you're just late on it. As usual, culturally, if you look like me, we're always late to the party because we spend more time focusing on the wrong things instead of things that actually could move the needle. Something that's practical, something that's tangible. Right? I mean, oh boy, let's talk about it. When we start to pull data, right? Because data dictates what we do. If you pull the data on what people spend their time on, it will amaze you, right? Let's talk about it, right? Most people spend more time trying to break in the entertainment world as a singer or a rapper of some sort, or the sports world as a ball player, baseball, football, basketball. Do you know what the stats and the statistics state? How hard it is to break into any of those industries? Less than 0.01% of the people make it in. But we continue to try. You have a better off, statistically speaking, you're better off trying to go to trade school and become a construction or a general contractor. Build homes. Financially, you'll do better. Invest in dirt. And financially, you'll do better. Who are you to say that, Ray? Don't tell people not to participate in sports and rap. That's their hobby. Well, have at it. Because I know about all of those things. I played sports, I did music, but when your hobby, eventually, when your grown ass become a certain age and your hobby is not dictating a balance in your balance sheet or your bank account, then talk to me about how that statement resonates. How long should you keep a hobby if it's not paying you, if you're not up? It's a great thing to have a hobby if you're up. Shit, you're ahead of the curve. It's great to have hobbies. But if you're behind the eight ball, you ain't hitting your financial goals. We don't have time as grown people to fuck around with hobbies. Well, I don't. And if you do, I definitely don't want to be in your circle. We're not friends. We'll never be friends. Switch your circle. Say a lot about people's character. If you allow that kind of stuff to go on around you, I don't want to be your friend. If you don't move how I move, we don't need to be friends at this stage in life. Drake, what's the rap? Drake had the song, No New Friends. Yeah, no new friends, not over here. That's why with what we teach, I'm just looking for like-minded people. That's it. I'm just looking for people that's on the same page as me, that resonate with me. It doesn't have to be 100% exact because I don't want it to be. Everybody is uniquely different, but we have to have something in common, right? I heard something the other night, and it was like an ouch moment. Guy asked another guy, African-American guy asked another African-American guy. He was teaching, and he said, yo, man, what can we do about African-American culture? He said, let me stop you right there. He said, we don't have a culture. So why you say that? He said, culture stands on something. He said, culture all believes in the same thing. Culture all believes and speaks the same language. Culture invests in each other. Culture backs each other. That's like, damn. It's kind of deep. And then when you look culturally, like, we do fucked up shit. Like, I don't really know what be going on with everything, but I know what's going on for me culturally, right? Like, we like the only people that will do anything. We'll step on each other to get ahead. Like social media, right? This is a crazy place. I see people, instead of using their talents and posting about what their talents are, for views and likes, because they think that they're gonna get paid, they'll take somebody else post and make a whole post about it, critiquing somebody else. And it's like, do you see how you think? Step on somebody else that look like you to get ahead. Is that not equivalent to being a snitch? Somewhat, right? It's a sucker move. So when we share people things, it's always positive. I don't want to share somebody that look like me downfall or something stupid that they doing. Like, what are we doing? Especially if you're grown. I don't know. It's a loaded conversation. That's one of them water runs deep, right? And that's the thing culturally with us. Ooh, you can't correct us. You can't say nothing to us. Because people, well, who are you to say? And I say, you're right. I don't want to be around you no way. So you're right. I could talk that with my circle because my circle, we resonate with each other. We think alike. So go back in your ignorant ass circle and y'all do what y'all do. And that's why we say it ain't no culture. It's isolated people that have a bunch of things going on. That's it. So they say, how do you change it? I don't know how to change it. It's a lot to fix. So I do say, and I stand on, just be the change that you want to see. Find your tribe. It's out there. Find your tribe, be the change that you want to see. That's it. Like, you can't go or shouldn't go through life the same way. We have to evolve. We have to wisen up. If you know better, you do better. Or you should. Seek knowledge, seek information. He who fails to look definitely don't find. That's what I always say. How hard did you look for it? There's no excuse in these days for information. It's all out there. So shouldn't be any excuses of why you're not hitting your marks. And I'm not saying through everything that I said, I never said it'd be easy. I didn't say that. But it's doable. I didn't say even land investing at times would be easy. That you never heard me say that, but it's doable. That I am saying. All right, so the energy is dropping. I've been speaking for 2 hours straight, but this is me keeping my word. I'll continue to keep my word. We'll be back on tomorrow night. Familiarize yourself with the Acre Boys. Familiarize yourself with the programs that we offer. Ask away. You can DM us, ask questions. Always do your homework on Even Us to make sure we are the truth, right? There's a lot of things that happen on the world of social media. You got scammers, you got scamming, you got people that's not always who they say they are or who they post to be. So do your homework, right? And if you find that we are for you, come do some business with us. Let's grow together. Let's get to know each other on an investment level. All right, so God bless. Good night. We'll tap back in tomorrow, y'all. Peace.